Incorporated in 1961, Port St. Lucie has gone from a small-town community where only 330 people lived in 1970 to an award-winning full-service city that is home to more than 185,000 people and counting. In 2003 and 2004, we were the fastest-growing city in the nation, with more than 100,000 people already calling Port St. Lucie home. To help meet the needs of our ever-increasing population, the city made a plan to expand west of Interstate 95.
Several years ago, when the city of Port St. Lucie was experiencing a tremendous amount of growth, the city had the foresight to partner with the Urban Land Institute to come up with a study on what the future of Port St. Lucie looks like. And essentially, the results of that study informed the city that we have to pay attention to the older neighborhoods and bring them up to meet the standard of the new development happening out west.
Our NICE program was really formed to help knit everything together, recognize that the strength of our city is our neighborhoods. And so as we look at our strategic plan and wanting to have vibrant neighborhoods, wanting to have a high-performing organization, that won't happen if our neighborhoods aren't thriving, people don't feel part of the community, if they don't feel like they belong.
Over the course of multiple community engagement efforts, residents began to express their desire to have their own neighborhood identities. The NICE program was able to help those residents by providing them a sense of community after implementing an interactive naming campaign.
Port St. Lucie is such a large city. It's over 120 square miles, and we feel it's important, and the residents feel that it's important to have a transition from one neighborhood to the next. So we're going to be focusing these neighborhood improvements on gateway features into all of our neighborhoods. And the interesting thing about the NICE program is that it's funded by recycling revenue. So the more that our residents and businesses recycle, the more revenue that we have to put the neighborhood improvements back into the community that the people are asking for.
The NICE program is all about building communities, and one of the things that we include in our crime fighting strategy is community policing. So when we can engage the community and we're able to communicate with them and they feel comfortable communicating with us, we're able to get information about what's going on in a neighborhood. We're able to more effectively patrol it, identify crime patterns, and take care of the problem.
Port St. Lucie is a city that is prepared for and encourages growth. These investments are necessary to strengthen the neighborhoods and to increase the quality of life in Port St. Lucie, which is a city with a strong sense of pride and identity.
Our integrated marketing campaign sort of kicked off at the very beginning of the year with your new year, new naming campaign, and it ended up wrapping up on Valentine's Day, where we had an all-day event for all of these communities to come out to the unveiling where they learned what their new community names were. So these innovative ideas have resulted us in applying for awards, and I'm very proud to say that the city has actually received 2 international recognitions from the Communicator Awards and the AVA Digital Awards as well for the NICE integrated marketing campaign. And now it's ready for phase 2. The NICE program is ready for the next steps.
Through our community meetings, our community outreach efforts, we are asking residents, what are these short-term projects that we can help implement? And then so we're calling those STAR projects, and that's short-term assessment requests. And we have a little bit of money set aside for each community so that we can immediately show them success in the program. And we're hoping that pulls them in to help form a civic association within that community, because ultimately we want to engage in long-range planning.
Our NICE program has been instrumental in helping to kind of remind folks what's great about Port St. Lucie, what's great about their neighborhood, what's great about their block and their street.
So looking ahead, we're going to be actively pursuing these physical revitalization projects, and one of our goals is to have a park within a 15-minute walk of every residential neighborhood. And so we've already done some unique things, like taking what was once just a stormwater retention pond and turning those into pocket parks with interesting things like outdoor fitness stations, shady pergolas, water fountains, and just basically places for people to fish and have recreational opportunities. Through our unique funding source and our local partnerships, the opportunities for the NICE program are limitless for years to come.